Hello guys and welcome to ShortCryptology, where we talk about crypto-related topics and gaming. Today we're gonna go through the white paper for the Kingdom Carnage token. I don't want to be too long and boring, we will skim through it and just go through the most important stuff. If you guys want more information, I have many videos on many of the topics of the game, from the token to the game and gameplay itself. Just have fun, go through my videos, I'm sure you'll find the answers. And if you can't comment under the video, give me questions and I will try to answer either with a comment itself or by making a video on the topic, so feel free to let me know. Right now, this is the white paper for the token. We know that the token itself will eventually have 1 billion total liquidity or supply, but right now it's much lower. I would say the current circulating supply is maybe, I don't know, 10% of that at the moment, probably less, because a lot of these tokens will be locked for up to 3 years, so not to drown the price and make it fall. That's just standard. If you don't know what Kingdom Carnage is, I will give you a short sentence about it, but you have to watch my other videos to really get more information on the topic. I don't want to bore people who know it, but it's an NFT turn-based card game where you have to fight opponents with your cards and hope to win. There's gonna be online play. Right now it's offline, player versus player, so you play with the AI using enemy decks and stuff like that. There's dungeons, there's special challenges, there's plenty of stuff. Just watch my videos for more information. The KK token will release, or has released at this point, on the BSC, so Binance Smart Chain protocol or chain. So the fees are very low. It will eventually have a bridge to JumpNet token, so to be more compatible with the whole engine ideals, which is alright. There are a list of features that will be implemented with the token over time, like the shop, where people will be able to buy items from the official website with the token. The price will be fixed at a USD value, and depending on the value of the token, you'll be able to buy different things with it. The players will be able to list stuff in the auction house, which is very, very interesting. Meaning that you won't have to go on a third party, like exchange, like the JumpNet engine marketplace or the OpenSea and such. You will be able to use a specific marketplace for the game, which should ease the trades, increase the volume, make it more interesting, and give value to the token itself. Of course, you guys on the official website, if you want to read the white paper, you can find it. It's fairly simple to find. I'm not gonna dive into every single sentence here, I just want to give you an overview. People will be able to rent characters and equipment, meaning that new players will be able to save money on buying their own assets if they want and rent from other people. And at the same time, stronger people will be able to rent the cards they don't use to lower level people to earn some passive income from it, which is huge. And it will also decrease the interest for people to sell their own cards, meaning prices for the NFTs should stay up, which is interesting. King of Carnage is a game mode that's already in the game, and it used to be based on the red gems, which are a premium currency that will be replaced by KK token. And in general, it's like a fighting mode with various rules to limit your deck, so that only people will fight with the same kind of deck, more or less. And if you beat the current king of the current level you're in, you can either go up one level or become the next king, and you earn, depending on how many fights you can win before someone dethrones you. And there's monthly rewards for different things, like winning the most fights against the king of the level, or defending the most fights with as a king. It's not a straightforward mode at the beginning, but it's fairly easy to understand once you get the gist of it. Now, Catacomb Key has multiple features. The Catacomb Key is a premium item that gives you access to a premium dungeon, and you will be able to do two things with it. Well, three if you consider just buying and holding it, because you can use it every day to run one dungeon per each key you have. But also you can rent the key from other players, meaning that people who don't want to run the dungeon for themselves have the option to be paid by others for them to run the dungeon and get the loot themselves, and you just get paid. Or the other option, you could pay someone to run the dungeon for you, you get the drop, so the NFT, and they get paid depending on how much you offer. So both are interesting. Sponsorship, meaning that you can give items. I'm getting confused because there's like the renting and the sponsorship, and at some point they had mixed up the names. So let me just go through it a little bit to get. Pretty much people can get help running dungeons and stuff, and the person who gets helped will have to. Gosh, words, I'm so lost. You can be helped by another player if you're a new player, so that you can run harder dungeons and get better loot early game. In exchange, the person who helps you will earn a part of your loot, something like that. In general, what happens is that you can give away, or not permanently but just like temporarily give away your items to someone to help them start out in the game, and you earn from it. You can create weekly and monthly codes to have a sponsorship with someone, and then there's an inventory where you can stick the items you want to give to the other person. It's a very interesting feature. Now let's see the restrictions. That's something I'm interested in. I've read this white paper a couple times already, but this one doesn't stick in my head for some reason. I'm always reading it again and again. So there's limits on how much you can earn from each kind of mode and everything. So if you guys don't know the game, it's not gonna mean anything to you, and if you guys know the game, you probably know how to get to this and read it better for yourself, or just pause the video, whatever it's best for you. Dungeon boosting is something we've been talking about a lot on the channel. It's where you can pay someone to help you run a dungeon, and you get the loot, I believe. So the stronger people will be paid for that kind of stuff, which is super cool. Tournaments are different game modes where you'll be fighting other players, usually to either with your deck or a pre-made deck and pre-made rules and stuff, and you could win unique NFTs or equipment or Catacomb Key like rental usage, and various other kinds of NFTs, or just straight KK tokens. So those tournaments are very interesting. There will be multiple events. I believe a weekend event will have to do with the KK token, so that's alright by itself. There's plenty of interesting things. The guilds will have a bunch of rules, but in general, the idea of the guild is that you can buy resources for the guild. The guild then uses the resources to access interesting guild content like dungeons or perks, which we don't know much about, but there's a lot of potential here. The vault itself is somewhere you can stick your KK tokens in the game, and it will allow you to unlock special character and assets and stuff. So it has a lot of potential by itself. But then you'll also have free access to voting, which I'm pretty sure, yep, that's the next thing. To the voting, it will allow the KK holders to voice their opinion on multiple topics about what's coming in the game and such. And to vote, you can either vote for free if you have tokens in your vault, or pay to vote if you don't have tokens in your vault. And in this case, you will have to pay. So that's the trade-off, not having anything in the Midas vault. And whoever votes will be rewarded for the activity they did from a voting pool, so people will share this voting pool. It's huge, in my opinion. Here, of course, they list all the investors and the team and stuff like that, and the risks of the project. This is just, the usual paperwork stuff. Who cares? But I believe this project has a lot of potential. I do believe that you should do your own research. That I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take any action solely on what I'm saying. Do your own little thing and figure out if it's for you. And I hope you guys will enjoy this video and the ones to come. I will try to cover everything game related and token related, any new news, anything interesting. So please do support my channel in any way. If you want to like, subscribe, comment, anything as you wish, and have a nice day.